So here's my solar system simulator, and if you click, I've got trace orbits on for all the planets and the sun. So trace orbits is turned on, and I've got the sun as the origin. In other words, the centre. And if I click start, you'll see everything goes around the sun, nice and fairly circular. I mean, some of these orbits are supposed to be more elliptical, especially Pluto's, but I've made them just circles, just because that's good enough for the scale of this thing here. Okay, so what happens if we stand on the Earth instead of look at the sun? So make the Earth the centre of the solar system, and this is from our perspective, and you'll see everything moves in great big arcs, massive sweeping arcs. So these are the arcs I was talking about during that astronomy documentary I saw, and had a bit of trouble visualising it. So I wrote this program, knocked it together pretty quickly, or at least the tracing bits. And now I can visualize them perfectly. Now I know exactly what's going on. So if you just want to have just say so let's just trace Mars's orbit, none, and then we'll just trace Mars, and we've got Earth as the center. You can see what happens from from Earth's perspective with Mars, and you'll see it goes in great big sweeping arcs. Okay, and of course none of this is to scale. It's just drawn so it can fit on the screen. You see these beautiful, beautiful arcs getting drawn. The planet comes in really close to us, and then it goes way away again relative to us. Okay, and if I go back with the sun in the centre, that's just standard circular orbits going around the sun. But you'll see now, you'll see we're quite a way away from Mars. Now we're really close. Now we're really far away again, and now we're furthest. Okay, so that's where Mars is furthest away from us, and when it comes in close is when it's right in close with the sweeping arc. So back at looking at that with see these beautiful, beautiful patterns it generates with sweeping arcs. So yeah, so this is a great tool to develop. I had a lot of fun developing Solar System Simulator, and of course you've got all these graphs that are here, like albedo and reflectiveness and the average radiuses and the size in degrees as seen from the Earth and all sorts of things. I'll graph there, and you've got all these different options down here for things you can do, and the temperatures and so on. So, and whether you want to include the sun or not. So when you talk about temperature, you don't really want to include the sun because everything else becomes really flat. And then various statistics there, so you can look at the statistics for each planet. Compiling all this was weeks of work. Weeks and weeks of work. I went to dozens of websites and they all conflicted on the information they had, so I had to sort of work out what was the most accurate. In the end, I trusted NASA the most, of course, but there was other websites that were really good and really official looking, but they had different values for a lot of the data, so I had to sort of work things out. Very simple program here, just to calculate the weight on different planets. If you want to extract the data for your own use, you can do that as well with this tool here. Select all, extract data, and then just copy it and paste it into an Excel spreadsheet, and away you go. You got all my data. Sizes and tilts, just some diagrams here, and I'll use these diagrams with permission of Kelvin Hamilton, who's the guy who drew these or compiled these diagrams. And there's some dwarf planets there again from Kelvin Hamilton. I got permission for those, and just relative to Earth, the various gravities. Okay, so just some fun there, but this is a beautiful part of the tool, and of course you've got the size, the speed down here to speed things up or slow things down. These two are the main sort of areas of work, I suppose, and the statistics, of course. Huge amount of work there. There's massive arrays and data structures in my program to hold all this stuff, and yeah, it took a lot of work to compile it all, but great little tool. And if we speed things up a lot, you'll see the patterns that get generated. Just considering this, just tracing Mars's orbit around the Earth, relative to the Earth. Okay, so they're all going around the sun, nice and circular, but this is Mars with respect to the Earth, the traced pattern here. So just beautiful stuff.